Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Book of Rhymes, the podcast where we take a deep dive into an artist and their classic albums. My name is Donwill, and today I got a legend. You know what I'm saying? A legend nonetheless, though. And we're gonna get into one of his most recent release, Tana Talk 3.
The
Ladies and-
Butcher coming, nigga.
Who is it?
The Butcher, Griselda's own. Buffalo, East Side Stand Up was popping.
That's right, Benny the Butcher. What's up, man? Peace.
What's going on with you, baby?
Man, excited to have you here, G.
So that's what we doing. We talking about that classic today?
We're gonna get into it, you know what I'm saying? We can talk about that classic, you know what I'm saying? But before we get started into that, where'd the name Benny the Butcher come from?
It really just came in me and my rhymes. I said something like Benny the Butcher dog, and my fans ran with it. You know what I'm saying? They started calling me that all the time, so I accepted it. Now I'm the Butcher.
Yeah. I mean, you absolutely butcher bars, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kill shit. Straight up.
The name fit me, I gotta say.
So what was Buffalo like, the early Buffalo hip hop scene, like coming up in Buffalo?
It was dope because I always love hip hop. It wasn't really as rich as other places, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not a ton of outlets for Buffalo artists, for Western New York artists to get their shit off on. So it's like, man, it's a whole bunch of trial and error, and it was dope though, man. People was working. There's a lot of talent up there. You know what I'm saying? People was working. I looked up to a lot of niggas, man.
Like, was there like the livest nigga on your block that could rap back when you was a youngin'? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like actually, I'm from a block where it was a rap group on my block. You know what I'm saying? And they was dudes from my hood, and they performed at the Apollo. They always had like local shows and shit. So yeah, you know what I mean? Eventually I was trying to get old enough and get in that group, you know what I'm saying? That was my goal and shit, watching them do shows and they opening up for big artists and when they come to the town. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was inspired by that. And they from Montana Avenue.
Oh, word. So did that more or less spark your interest in MCing? Like, when did the bug hit you?
Man, it hit me early. Like I always tell people running behind West Side Gun and Machine Gun Black and Conway, them boys, they been doing it. They like three years older than me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, that's not a lot right now. We grown ass men, but when you young, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like I was playing tackle football before I was ready to play tackle football.
Right.
I was staying out later than I was supposed to because I was hanging with them. And I was on a mic earlier than a lot of people was because I was doing it when they was doing it.
Right. So y'all were like still like sharpening each other's craft.
That's a
then,
fact. That's a fact.
All the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Word. So like how hard was it to find your, like, how many iterations of Benny did you go through before you found your voice? I know that, like, you know, when you coming up in the game, you know what I'm saying, you probably have went through a couple of styles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I would have to say I went to a couple variations of the Butcher or Benny. You know what I'm saying? I trap rapped, I did all of that shit. And really, I kind of don't look at that as like, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's going through phases and you trying, you being, you know what I mean? It's like an experiment when you trying out new sounds and shit.
Yeah.
And I did a whole bunch of that until, you know what I'm saying, this is what stuck. The sound that y'all hear today is the Butcher that stuck, that the public took to the most. You know what I'm saying?
So you've been doing it for a minute then, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like in terms of you doing it for a minute, like I'll as a I do music myself too, I'm a rapper, you know what I'm saying? But like I went through some fucking weird ass rap names, some weak ass rhymes, you know what I'm saying? like your older material, like the stuff that nobody will ever hear, like the cassette tape shit, you know what I'm saying? Is that stuff that you stand on, or is this stuff that you kind of like hope nobody ever finds?
Both. I stand on it, but I hope nobody never find that shit. I stand on it because I know when I put like, okay, boom, Tana Talk 3, it's you know what I'm saying, it's a big album, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, when I put Tana Talk 1 out, I took over my neighborhood.
And one was 2013, right? Or around that area?
Way before that. Tana Talk 1 was like 04.
Okay, shit, word.
You know what I'm saying? Tana Talk 2 was 05.
Oh.
So it's like when I did Tana Talk 1, I took over the fucking hood. When I did Tana Talk 2, I took over the city. So it's like I've been doing this, so I'm proud of that work. I just don't want to hear that shit right now.
So you took over the hood, took over the city. Was this taking over the country, taking over the world? Like, what was the lapse?
Yeah, I was waiting to get into that. You know what I'm saying? Tana Talk 3, I feel like I took over the world. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the fucking heavyweight champ. And the lapse in it is because basically I was never going to revisit that title again. It was done. It was Tana Talk 2. You know what I'm saying? That was a classic. That was big. But when I signed my Griselda deal and we going over sounds and we picking beats for the album and we discussing things, me and Westside Gun, you know what I'm saying? And he told me, it's like, yo, I want to name this Tana Talk 3.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he watched me take over the hood with Tana Talk 1. He watched me take over the city with Tana Talk 2. So when he telling me that I want to name this Tana Talk 3, he's like, you know, he telling me something else. He like, you know what time it is. He like, tap into that.
Yeah.
So that's basically what that was about, is tapping into the hunger, to the ferocious bars, and you know what I'm saying? That's basically what that was all about.
Right, because like it's smart, because people that come to you new and fresh off of Tana Talk 3, they're like, well, this is number 3. What's up with 1 and 2? Like they understand you have a history in the game. It's established off of the album title alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
So like it just is, it's such a smart marketing move, and like and if you want to look at it like that, but that hunger, like it was, I'm sure it was present on the album between Tana Talk 2 and 3, but it was probably just a different sort of hunger. It was probably more like you're established in your lane and you're comfortable. Like, you know, anybody that challenges you gonna...
Yeah. It's like, if people pay attention to to my music, to my catalog, I'm not gonna lie, not just to be sitting up here saying this, like I've been spitting super hard, going super crazy on shit. I just think that when the lights was on, I kind of feel like I delivered. Because that's what it's all about. You could drop 30 points in the gym with nobody there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares.
Yep.
I just feel like by the time it reached the Tana Talk 3 point, after I was on the Hitler 6 with Wes 3 times with the opening verse, and before that I was on fucking Supreme Blientel 3 times. I featured 3 times on that with the opening verse. I was on Conway shit. I did a whole bunch of features. I did Stabbed and Shot earlier, 2018. I did a friend of ours. So I went on tour. I was getting a lot of good press. So I kind of feel like the table was set.
Yeah.
And a lot of people was paying attention to me.
How long did it take to record Tana Talk 3?
Real quick. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, the meat and potatoes of the project was recorded within 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was done like that on purpose. Like I said, I was fresh from the hood. You know what I'm saying? I still smelled like the kitchen. Under my fingernails, it was still dirty. You know what I'm saying? I probably still had fiends, probably still hitting my phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was that attitude. You know what I mean? And that's why I sound raw and real like that, and nobody gonna be able to recreate that. And that's why I sound nothing like what these rappers is doing, because, you know what I'm saying, they, to my advantage, everybody talking the street shit, and I was like the freshest out the streets.
Right.
So I'm talking about it at a closer angle.
You have like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, literally. You know
exactly. So that's why it sound like that.
Yeah, like I was gonna ask you to speak to your mind state when you were like putting it together, like, because I know that like put it together in the time period prior to putting it together, like they're kind of one and the same. Being that when you're working on it like with the like momentum you had going into it. So those months and weeks leading up to you getting into the studio to actually work on it for that 3 weeks, like kind of shaped your mentality going into it, because you probably waited on the Griselda deal to go through. You probably like waiting on a bunch of shit. And did this album feel like it was one of the most important ones you've ever recorded?
Oh, facts, because I knew what the stakes were. You know what I'm saying? So it was like deliver. Like like you said, the shady deal is done. I'm watching West, I'm watching Conway, I'm watching everything go on. So it's like, in the process of me writing the album, Wes is picking some of the beats and Conway is coming down there. He's like, yeah, make sure you get on your shit. Don't get sidetracked by whatever's going on. Make sure you right. And by hearing all that, it's like I tapped in. And I mean, so I feel like the mind state was just kill shit. Was just go the hardest I fucking can.
And that type of guidance that don't get distracted by other shit, that's some family shit that, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have that in your corner, because a lot of other labels, or labels in general, would just tell you to keep living how you living in order to make the music authentic, because authentic is a buzzword. You know what I'm saying? They don't look at it like for what it actually is.
Right.
So like you have like your blood in there with you, just like, yo, fam, we gotta really, you're an important part of this thing we're building right now. Like you're the marquee artist, because they're signed directly to Shady and you're signed directly to Griselda, right?
Right.
So it's just like the label, in a sense, is on your back.
And they told me that.
Yeah.
Western Con told me that. It's like we in a great position, but you in a good position yourself.
Yeah.
And you got everything on your back, you know what I'm saying? Because you dropping, you know what I'm saying? Like, they told me that.
Yeah, and like you really fucking delivered, G.
Yeah,
like
man, that's crazy, my nigga. Like, yo, my life's so fucking crazy. Like, if y'all knew how fucking what my life was before this shit, like, I can't believe this shit.
What was it like a year ago today? You know what I'm saying?
You know what? By a year ago today, I was already like in the groove.
Okay.
Me and Spesh was on the way to stab this shot because it came out in February. I just dropped Butcher on Steroids, and I just came off of my second tour. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that shit was going on, but like if you travel back 2 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Before that, that's what area you want. 2 years ago, I'm gonna go sign my deal around this time 2 years ago. But even before that, this is what you want to hear. I tell this story.
Yeah.
I tell this story all the time because it's an important story. You know what I'm saying? It's like Wes tell me like, yo, A3C, I want to bring you down there. I want to introduce you to some people. You know what I'm saying? Some people end up being Royce. You know what I'm saying? And Combat Jack, but I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
So you
the
know,
legends.
Right. So he like, yo, come down. You don't got to pay for nothing. I got you. He telling me everything that's going on and shit. So I'm like, okay, it's a go. But I'm still 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? So my man, we busting a move. You know what I'm saying? He bring me something, and the plan is to get rid of it. And then when it's time to go to Atlanta and get with Wes and Con, and that's what we gonna do. He came with it, and we never sold it. It was bad. Nobody wanted it, right?
Yeah.
So I never went to Atlanta because I couldn't leave my man. You know what I'm saying? He did me a favor. He came to, you know what I mean?
Right.
He could have got rid of it himself. He came to do me a favor. So a week go past, and Wes hit me up. He was like, yeah. He was like, I understand you got shit going on, but if you didn't come to Atlanta and it wasn't about no money, I don't respect it. And I'm like, yeah, one thing about that, it was about some money. You know me.
Right.
And then he was like, okay, I respect it, but don't get yourself caught up in nothing that, you know what we got going on, basically. Don't get caught up in nothing whereas though you won't be here to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And when he told me that, like a chill went through my body. I had like, what's her name? Raven Simone. Remember when she used to have those flashes on that show
Raven.
and shit?
You just go into her iris and shit.
Yeah,
and travel.
I'm having a flash, like, and I see myself in jail watching them on TV, and that scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
Instantly. Like, that was the turn. That was the pivot.
Instantly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Was this all planned? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this was all planned. Like, Griselda is byproduct of, we used to be called Street Entertainment. Me, Westside Gun, Conway, Machine Gun, Black, and Cutter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And all grew up together, family, friends, all of us. You know what I'm saying? Cutter is the homie. Machine Gun Black is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Conway, Machine, they brothers, so we all cousins and shit like that. We all family from the same hood, all that. So it's like, we was called Street Entertainment. We put tapes out before, mixtapes. We got a mixtape hosted by DJ K Slay.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Drama King.
Yeah, that's a fact. Shout out K Slay. You know what I'm saying? We did a whole lot of shit. We did a whole lot of underground shit. We traveled. We opened up for shows. We were professional, you know what I'm saying? Because we seasoned.
Yeah.
So, like, this is right now is just that same movement on steroids.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And back then, Wes played more of, like, the background. Because like he say now, he's really not into the rapping thing. Even though he could rap his ass off, he's really not into it because he's fascinated by different parts of the business. You know what I'm saying? Like the fashion and other things like that. So
yeah, like it's one of those things where, like, if you've been doing it for that long, you know what I'm saying? Like, been around that long, of course, like, other parts of the game is going to like kind of distract you and get your attention because you have to move in those spaces anyway.
Right.
And I'm assuming that you guys move in those spaces as a team, like y'all are the team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have somebody with that sort of mind in those rooms and not just be a bunch of talented people kind of being taken advantage of in a sense.
No, because it's so many different dimensions to this game. Like,
yeah.
So not only the talent, you gotta have the business, and you gotta have the business mind, you gotta have the talent, and you gotta have like the perfect attitude.
Right.
So, I mean, with all those, with me, with the rhyming skills, and with Wes talking for me and helping me put these projects together, and the team that I got niggas like Ak and got niggas like Steve, and we run around putting everything together. Like, we a full-fledged machine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot. And that's another thing, like, yeah, let's talk about that. People don't know that I put everything together myself. You know what I'm saying? I headline tours. You know what I'm saying? SOBs is sold out. You know what I'm saying? And we proud of that because we put these things together ourselves.
Oh, absolutely be proud of that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a legendary spot.
Yeah.
I never even walked through those doors. You know what I'm saying? The first time I walked through those doors, I'm gonna be performing at a sold out show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing to garnish all the respect that I did since putting this album out. And a lot of that came from my own sweat. You know what I'm saying? And I only say that to say that I'm way more than a rapper. I just do it so good, you know what I'm saying? People get lost in that, but I'm more than a rapper.
Yeah, so get speaking specifically to Tana Talk 3, it's not a lot of features.
Uh-huh.
So how did the few features that crept in, like Mayhem and Royce specifically, since they're not, you know what I'm saying, like Griselda family, how did they end up on the record?
Well, I heard the record. After I did the record, I put my verse on it, and Wes put the hook on it, and I heard him on it. And he the homie, and I just wanted to reach out and get him on the record.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to get him on something, so I was waiting until I heard the perfect record. Okay, the album dropping, and I could hear May on this, and I send it to him. So
he's a good dude too. Like lyrically, he's incredible, and like just he's a good dude.
Consistent, everything. Yeah. Royce. Yo, I tell this story a lot too. And this is my first time meeting this nigga. We in the motherfucking Heaven Studios. Like what? Late as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Everybody sleep. Except me and Royce. You know what I'm saying? He's just doing songs. He got an engineer in there who's with him for the night. He just doing shit. So I'm just watching. I'm spectating. Like I said, I'm fresh out the hood. I'm just happy to be here. So he writing a song and he like, yo, you got a verse? And I'm like, hell yeah, I got a verse. I didn't say that to him in my head. I'm like, hell fuck it, yeah, I got a verse. Get on the track, killed it. And we probably did that like 4 times that one night.
Oh shit.
Right, real shit. Me and Royce going back and forth all fucking night, like 3 or 4 times. So it was over a Derringer beat. And then I like, you heard the record, right?
Yeah.
So he called Melanie Rutherford in to do all of that.
Detroit.
It wasn't
Detroit
my
legend.
record. It wasn't right. It wasn't my. That wasn't my record.
Oh,
that was a Royce record. And
Okay.
he let me on that. And then I thought like, man, I need that for the album. And I had Wes put the G call into him. You know what I'm saying? Ask Big Bro for it because I didn't want to be beggy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Royce.
How hard was it for him to come up off of, or was it just?
It was
like off the
easy.
love?
It was easy, man. Royce got love for niggas, man.
Yeah.
Like I always talk about Royce in my interviews because he one of the niggas who I came across who got love for niggas, man, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? He gave me a lot of jewels, and that night in the studio with him, I learned a lot, and that's going in the record books. I never forget that.
Yeah, he's definitely an elder statesman. He's one of those dudes that, I mean, he's a young dude. You know what I'm saying? But he's an elder statesman. Like he definitely. A lot of niggas should look to him for, like, you know what I'm saying, guidance, and look to him for inspiration, because he's one of those dudes, man.
Right.
He's a pillar.
And then to being a point where he just kicking it to you, you know what I'm saying? You just in that room and you can soak up that game, you got to take advantage of that. So
Yeah.
shout out to Royce. And that's another thing. I wanted to keep everything like in-house. You know what I'm saying? It's like we take a lot of pride in the way we put these records together. You know what I'm saying? You know, Wes got his Fly God, Conway got his Reject 2 and the GOAT and Supreme Blientele. You know what I'm saying? These is good street records, albums that people, that when they drop, people regard them highly, with producers like Al, Saru, Primo, Pete Rock, you know what I'm saying, and Derringer, you know what I'm saying, and just a whole bunch of names, like legendary producers who work with all type of niggas, and that's our formula, you know what I'm saying. So we take pride in when the albums come out the way they do, because we put it together ourselves. So
in terms of a writer, are you the type of person that do you write specifically for a project or tracks, or are you just like always writing in general?
No, I'm one. Listen, it's seasonal. It's seasonal because look, if
you said you're more than an MC anyway, so
yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's like if I'm busy running around doing shit, like right now I'm backed up. I got verses to write, so I don't got no just free verses laying around that I could just put anywhere, because I'm 9 times out of 10 if I'm writing it, it's for a certain project. But shit, I'm a machine though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever we got, whatever's on the menu, let's go. I got to do this one, let's go. I got to do that, let's go. So
when it's time to punch that clock, you in there.
I'm a robot.
So getting on to the lyric shit, Good Night is one of my favorite joints. Like, good night, man. You know what I'm saying? We used to be next tellers, now we double XLers. You know what I'm saying? Like the track, like what is salad, no dressing, just feta. I don't fuck with dressing really like that.
Okay,
so, like,
that took you there?
That was my boy.
That's
but like that song, and I know it's the second song on the album, so it's like really early on.
Mm-hmm.
But so it's of course it's the one that's gonna catch you immediately because it's the first one. But I feel like it covers so much ground. It talks about like just that bar alone, like used to be next tellers to double XLers. It's like it's talking about the pivot, that moment when you were just like, I can't let down my boy. You know, I can't fuck off this trip to Atlanta anymore. Right, I gotta really like take this shit seriously. And it really puts it in the scope where I feel like that album that song really like is a good like condensed version of the album, if you will. It's you can listen to that track and learn a lot.
I understand. I see where you're going with that, and it's number 2 for a reason because when I did that track, they loved it. You know what I'm saying? So they put it higher on a playlist. You know what I'm saying? When they did that. So,
yeah, like the wordplay on that shit, man.
Give me some more bars.
You went crazy on that shit, man. Like the another one, Scarface versus Sosa.
Ooh,
like everything, like it's not even the bars. It's just that everything relates back to drug dealing.
Back to drug dealing.
Talk a little bit about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like in general, is that like that can go for anything, life, business, your life, anybody's life. You know what I'm saying?
No, hell yeah. It's like it's when you in a certain profession, sometimes you don't even look at money the same. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, how much that whip costs? You know, you ever hear hustlers say like, I paid a half a brick for that, or I paid a quarter brick for that, because that's where his mentality. He's relating everything back to drug dealing. Yeah. He's relating how he raised his kids or how he do anything. I'm saying he's relating it back to drug dealing, and that go with anything. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you could fit anything in that.
And that's one of those things where like it never leaves you, even though even if you out the game, no matter where you go in life.
That's basically the point that I'm making.
Yeah,
is that I'm here, but sometimes my mind is still there.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
So and even like the code of the streets, like the G code shit, you definitely look at when you meet people and when you like in these meetings and just moving around like at venues and shit, like you probably looking at the room a lot different than a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Especially like you fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like it's couple years ago, so it's not even like it's not like this big gap or discrepancy where you had like this huge distance between yourself and your experiences.
No, I'm fresh. I still owe plugs money, that type of shit.
Hey man, they gonna get it back.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
No, they not. That's dead.
On Echo Long, you said my daughter seen me with the gun, looked at me like I'm crazy. I put it in another room and said it's for our safety. Like. As a father myself, that shit, it it really touched. You know what I'm saying? Touched me.
I remember. I don't mean to cut you off, but I remember her like walking into a house, and I
was gonna ask. Like, I'm assuming everything is like factual.
No, this is facts. That's why I sound the way it sound, because like that's where I'm pulling inspiration from my real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she walked in the house, I had just bought it. That's why I was laying out. I was fucking. You know, you buy a gun, you playing with it and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So she walked in. She seen it. She didn't even want to walk in the house. She said, "Dad, put that up." And I had to let her know it. And she seemed like she was really like bothered by it. And I can understand it's a fucking AR. It looked like, you know what I'm saying? It's an army gun. So I had to let her know, it's like, don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's for us. I'm not going nowhere fucking like on no pillaging and no fucking purge shit with that. That's for us. That's made to protect us.
Yeah. Like around what age was she?
She was like 10.
Okay. So old enough to understand like everything. You know what I'm saying? Was she? I mean, I'm sure there's stuff you keep away from her about your life and like the things you do for money and like the things you were doing, but she probably just, you know.
Yeah. And the
understood.
thing about, I'm not gonna lie, man. My daughter is very aware. You know what I'm saying? Not because I put it in front of her, but
kids ain't dumb, G.
They're
right. Smart as
not right. That's what I'm saying.
They're
not because I put it in front of her, but because I put it in front of her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time she asked me, you know, I'm running around, I'm just real hustler shit. I'm just running around busting plays with her in the whip. And then she asked me, like, after a while, she's asking me, like, Dad, who is that? I'm like, that's my friend. And so a couple days later, we doing the same thing. And she said, Dad, Dad, why all your friends give you money? And I'm like, damn, she paying attention. You know what I mean? But she visited me in prison and shit like that. And I try to do it like I parent the way my mom raised me.
Yeah.
She parented as the woman she was, you know what I'm saying? She gave it to me how she understood everything. So that's how I parent with my daughters. I let her know it's like your dad, I do everything for a reason. And you here to be better than me. That's my job, is to make you better than me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't always look at me as a role model. Sometimes you got to look at me as an example.
Just as a person too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and that's the other, I think that as people, we wait too long to humanize our parents because for one, they're our providers, they're our everything. So we have to look up to them in a sense. But as you get older, you start to see your mother, your father, whoever raised you as just another like flawed, imperfect person. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like giving her those lessons early is kind of cool. You know what I'm saying?
No, real shit, man. And because she got an older sister, I got another daughter, and it's like, she grew up like I did. Like I just explained to you how sometimes I catch things a little bit earlier because my sibling was older than me, and that's how it is for her. So conversations that I'm having with my younger daughter that I already had with my older daughter already, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
You know what I mean?
So last bar. This the part where the bitches in the cars get faster. The richer these rappers get, it's like they bars get trasher.
The money make these niggas soft. Don't go soft on me. Don't go soft on me, you niggas, man. These niggas get a rafe and they forget. You know what I'm saying? But I said that because it's like,
was that
people,
go ahead, my bad.
I kind of feel like a lot of these rappers is not chasing the culture.
True.
I'm here because of the culture. The culture gave back. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of these niggas just chasing to be lit, chasing the bitches and chasing the jewelry and chasing the life that they think comes with being a rapper. That's what a lot of these dudes in it for. That's why they try to take shortcuts and go around shit, because the goal is to be dope. The goal is to be lit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I said that. It's a shot at those niggas. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all niggas.
But you know, like I took that as like a cautionary tale to you warning yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I sincerely doubt you'll fall in the pitfalls of just like, fuck it, I got this shit. Let me just ease up on being a technician. Let me ease up on the bars.
Right. Okay. Now listen, because it's a thin line between that. Because like you said, you're a rapper too, right?
Yeah.
So it's like this. Now, when I hear my favorite rapper killing shit the way he killed shit, that's how I want to hear him. Now, when he stepped outside the box because of the success and he feel that he conquered that level of being a rapper, now he's on to the next level. Do we look down on that?
No, well, that's the thing. We look at where they are in life and just like what they've evolved into in a sense. Like, because if they're a person that writes for themselves, it's one thing to have a person that writes for you. Then you're whatever your writers make you. But if you write for yourself, if you came from if you're in this room for the majority of the day, you're gonna write about what's in this room. You know what I'm saying? And if that's your station in life and where you move to, then you gotta honor that truth. You know what I'm saying? You can't have niggas be who they're not.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That make a lot of sense. And you know what I mean? Like you said, I'm an artist, so I thought about shit like that, but I told myself this. Like I said, I trap rapped. I did all of that. You know what I'm saying? I told myself this, Steve. I told myself that 2 years ago, rapping the way that I'm rapping, if I just keep going. I'm to be honest, sometimes I don't want to get on a song and rap about the drugs or rap about the life. I don't want to do that every time, but I'm proving a point to people. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm proving a point that for the past 2 years that I've been drumming consistently. And I'm drumming to a specific audience, to the streets. And I told myself, if I just keep going like this, where it's gonna be. And look, like I'm at, like, far as the rap shit, maybe not. I don't got a record deal. I don't got $1 million. I don't got none of that shit. But far as, like, when you talk about street rappers, you have to mention my name.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because I stuck with that, and that formula worked for me. So it's like when like, how I do? Can I come out with a? Let me get a taste. She want to get a taste? Can I come out?
Yeah.
Tiger. Well, you know what I mean? Can I come out with some shit? But you know what I mean? Or is they gonna hate me?
I feel like you would bring a level of artfulness to it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you can only be who you are. You know what I'm saying? And as a technician, you know what I'm saying? You might it might not be as concentrated. It might just be spread out a little bit. But I feel like that wordplay and like that the logic behind each word that you put in a verse
will be
there. You know what I'm saying? So
you're right.
Trap it out if you want to, man. You can make a taste. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's how I do it. When I did trap rap, my shit was never just. I never was just putting simple shit. I'm still rapping. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just being lazy just because the beat is a crazy beat, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still fucking rapping.
It's just like whatever clothes you're wearing for the day. You might have on a suit, might have on an army jacket, but it's still you in there.
Facts.
So you said you're more than just the artist. How involved in like the post-production of the like, are you involved at all in like the post-production, like peppering up, spicing up the tracks, like I know how I forget what song it is, has the Busta Rhymes shit on the hook. Like, are you like not telling, but like collaborating with the producer, with Derringer, with Alchemist on like adding elements to the track that aren't necessarily lyrics?
Yeah. I really particularly let them handle that.
Yeah.
But I still got a brain and I see some shit. So when I do got an idea, I put that in there. Like 97 Hove is like, those was two different songs. You know what I'm saying? It was my idea to put those together and merge it with the Pimp C skit.
Man, niggas gotta pay more respect to Pimp C.
Hey yo, respect the fucking pimp. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Pimp C.
Yeah. How did you know when the album was done? Like, are you one of those artists who like to tinker with shit and like keep fucking with it, or like when you had the tracks and they were done?
I put in so much pain. I put in so much music that I trust and believe in the process, and I trust and believe in the ears in the studio. So I had the project set still for a minute, like it sat on the shelf for a year and a half before it came out, and it was done. Over that time, I probably added 3 songs. You know what I'm saying? 3 good songs.
Yeah.
That changed the whole demographic of the album, I'll admit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real?
Definitely.
Do you mind saying which ones?
Broken Bottles.
Okay. Yeah.
Broken Bottles. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's a heavy song.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I let those niggas just do that, but when I come up with ideas, they definitely, you know what I'm saying, we gonna listen. Because that's how we is. Tana Talk 3 is my album, but it's Conway's album. It's West's album. It's Derringer album. It's Alchemist's album. It's Buffalo's album. So, you know what I'm saying?
In terms of production, I know it's Alchemist and Derringer. Is it like equal, do they share equal duty on there, or like who did more of the production?
Derringer only because he's like the in-house, and we sat.
He's a motherfucking monster.
We sat
man.
there, and them other, in the Alchemist tracks, they came gradually as me and Alchemist got cooler.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But really Derringer. But they work together hand in hand. They put the order together for me, and I wanted them. I had the opportunity to pick the order myself, but seeing they was the producers and they made the music, I only felt right letting them pick the flow of the CD,
right?
You know what I'm saying, of the tape. So, you know what I'm saying?
Did you suggest the order and they took it into consideration when they were like doing their thing, or did you just kind of like let them rock with that shit and keep your hands off of it?
I had an order already, and they was asking me, it's like, yo, you want to keep the order or you want us to put an order together?
Okay.
I'm like, put an order together. You know what I'm saying? I was good with my order, but I'm like, put an order together because I knew theirs was going to sound better than mine.
Yeah, that sequencing part is so important, man.
It's so fucking important, my nigga.
Nowadays, we're in shuffle culture where, you know what I'm saying, you download an album or not, you add an album to your stream, delete the shit you want, playlist it, and you're done. And like, you skip certain things, but like the sequence, case in point, every time I would go to play your album, I would be like, all right, let me see what my favorite joint is. Let me just listen to. I would like go to like track somewhere in the middle and just be like, I got to start from the beginning. Like, there's no way to, I can't break up an album like that because I understand that everything follows each other for a reason and it's important.
It's like a movie. You can't have scene 3 without scene 1.
Exactly.
It's like a movie. You know what I'm saying?
And the other thing too about your sequence is that it's so seamless and it flows so smooth that I don't know the name of tracks a lot of times because like it would just be bleeding into other shit. So I would have to like either, you know, I'm not by my computer, so I would have to either like run back and run some shit back or like see where I'm at. This shit's
real
just
shit. I already know about it.
Yeah.
That's why that fucking all 70 come on at the end. You hear that shit? Me and Conway, that shit sound like fucking rock music.
Yeah.
Dope, man.
So speaking of the Griselda family, like, would you consider when y'all on tracks, is it like friendly competition, or is it just kind of like everybody adding their shit? You know what I'm saying?
It's both. It's both. Cause you're not gonna get caught. You're not gonna get caught slipping on a track with Conway.
Yeah.
You don't want to get caught slipping on a track with me. You don't want to get caught slipping on the track with Wes. And we all joke around with each other. I'm like, oh, this nigga Conway on the track. I gotta get my shit together. They say that, and you know what I'm saying? It's joking. You know what I'm saying? But it's competition, cause
that make the best collaboration.
Yeah,
though,
you know what I mean. You just think that they always say that to me, joke around. Okay, this nigga Benny, he come in, he about to drum Weston. They always say that shit fucking with me. But just think, you know what I'm saying? I had to come in a well-oiled machine, even though these are my family members. Griselda was Griselda what it was without me, and then I came in like, I'm not gonna say the end or the middle or nothing like that, but I came in at a certain point where people was already familiar with a lot of the projects and they had a whole bunch of shit going on. So it's like me, I'm in the middle of that. I'm trying to fucking live up to these records and I'm trying to deliver the same the feeling that these dudes gave. So I had to get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely friendly competition.
Yeah, and continuing on talking about the family, Derringer, I know he's not your cousin, but he's an integral part of what y'all do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I watched his Rhythm Roulette, so I was trying to get a feel for him as a person. Like, what's his personality? Like, how does he fit into like the mix? Do y'all kick it with? Like, of course y'all kick it with him. You know what I'm saying? But like, what's that?
Let me tell you. Okay, now he almost don't fit. You know what I mean? But he do. You know what I'm saying? Because he got the dope hip hop ear. He smoked big blunts. You know what I'm saying? And he know his shit. You know what I mean? And Derringer is a nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's Italian. He's a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he been around us for so long. So, I got old tracks with Derringer.
He's like a Buffalo hip hop scene staple.
That's a fact. Like, yes, sir.
And y'all how did y'all link up? Like, how was it? Like, how did, not y'all in specific, but Griselda and Derringer?
Well, this is what Wes say. This is how he say he linked with Derringer. He says basically that he had Derringer send him some beats. He got out of jail, was like, yo, send me some beats. Hit him out of nowhere. And Derringer said he sent the beats and he rapped on them. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, send him some more. I'm going to come up there and record them. And I guess they just linked and they've been running around doing it ever since.
Man, because he's really like shaped the aesthetic as crazily.
Yeah, he's a student of the game. You know what I'm saying?
He's almost like, in my mind, he's like Madlib. He just sits around making beats all day. He doesn't come out of the bomb shelter. You know what I'm saying?
No, he do. And that's where he's most comfortable at. And he's cooking with Al and, you know what I'm saying, he's working with Action and he working with dudes like May and a whole bunch of other shit that he got going on. You know what I'm saying? And he's very good at what he do. He got to pick shit for Wes. He got to pick shit for Conway. Then he got to pick shit for me. So he handled that very well.
Yeah. And I know you said you got to chop it up with Royce and get a little guidance from him. Oh shit. Get a little guidance from him. Have you
set my bar mains on fire?
Don't want to do that. Have you got to meet Eminem? Like, have you got to talk to him at all?
Hell yeah.
What's that like, man? Like, dude, it
was crazy, my nigga. It was like intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. You know, these niggas get up here and they be saying all this funny shit, but I'm just being real.
Yeah, I mean, you fan first, man. Like, and you grew up with these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
And then just Eminem. I met him at the BT Cypher shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we rapping, when I'm standing behind him and he rapping and shit. So I met him there, and then it's like, it's fucking M. You know what I'm saying? It's like shooting jump shots in front of Magic.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, is I'm doing the hook right? Is he watching my jump shot? Is he over there saying like he can't shoot? You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm rapping my verse for that shit in front of him. He came over, he's like, yo, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? I treated me like family, so shout out to M.
Did you get a chance to like really have a substantive conversation with him, or was it just kind of like small talk, like, you know what I'm saying?
It was small talk. Okay. I wasn't ready to have no conversation with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what would you even say? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do in that situation?
Right. I wasn't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on respect, my nigga. Like I said, I'm a student of the culture, so it's like, these dudes is bigger than life to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dudes like M, the Locks, you know what I'm saying? The Wu,
yeah.
Royce, all these dudes and the Mob. And be able to rub shoulders with these dudes and these dudes tell you that your shit dope, you know what I'm saying? That's humbling, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, because those are some heavy cosigns. And I was going to ask you about that, like how it makes you feel, but it's got to be humbling, because that's the first word I thought about when I was thinking about just all the people who you're around and you're regarded as, you know what I'm saying? It's not even like it's not like a little homie thing. It's just like these niggas are elite level MCs. Period. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah.
Meet and Kiss like, yeah, call me anytime. Let's work.
Yeah, cause dude, like.
What the fuck?
There was an interview where you were just like, I had to go. I took a sip of water. I was like, I got to get some water and walked off because I couldn't even like deal with this shit happening in front of me. Like,
I'm like, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, man, and it's all a blessing. But at the same time, I'm coming into my role. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming into my role like, okay, fourth quarter, 15 seconds left. Give me the ball.
Yeah.
Give me the ball. I'm saying, instead of like last year, you know, I might want to pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? I'll get him the rock. I'm gonna set the pick. And now I want the ball in my hand.
Speaking of which, how do you even prepare for like the BET Cypher? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you...
Nigga, ain't no preparation for that. I was nervous as a bitch.
That shit seems like it would have you like on pins and needles, butterflies in your stomach.
I swear to God, listen, I keep it real. I'm a real street nigga. I ain't no need to be front, because this is what people want to know. When you go from the fucking, your living room in the projects to like, okay, BET. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know how that shit feels. Like, I've been had the verse locked down tight. I had a lump in my throat. I couldn't do it. I go, this all type of coffee and sandwiches set up. It's a whole live production. I'm like, damn. All type of white people around, you know, white people around shit serious.
Yeah.
When white people there, shit serious. There's white people in here right now. Shit serious. But it's like, damn, this is big. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that you're inside of a big moment. Like rapping on Sway in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That was big for me.
The hyenas.
Right.
Anytime when you go on Sway, you know you gotta like Sway and Flex, like those two niggas. You are not in case like you, those niggas. You are not. You can't come with some
real
bullshit.
Shit. I'm like, yo, Wes, y'all niggas about to go on Sway? Shout me out. And he like, shout you out? You gotta rap. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh shit. So it's like,
it can, and honestly, like for an artist in general, that can be intimidating. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of those things where you want that, and you understand that that's like it's a notch. It's like it's a watermark in your career. But it's also one of those things where like, can you survive that pressure? Because it's a lot of pressure performing.
And that's what it is. See, the confidence come from your ability to do it and what got you here.
Yeah. But
it's about delivering. We know fucking LeBron could dominate. It's about, can he dominate every night when the lights on? Is when I'm saying?
Yep.
When he's called on to dominate, can he do it? So it's like, okay, yeah, I could drum. Okay, Sway in the morning. Go ahead. Okay, Funk Flex. Okay, Static. You know what I'm saying? Okay, K Slay. You know what I'm saying? I built my name up on those shits. DJ Clue shit.
Yeah.
I built my name up on those bars. Same thing on even on West Tape. Supreme Blientele. I'm just drumming. He's like setting the play up for me to drum. Supreme Blientele come. You know what I'm saying? Fucking West Side Gun's highly anticipated second album. He signed with Shady, but it's not on with Shady. It's independent. What's going on? West Side Gun, Supreme Blientele. First person you hear rapping is me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to be ready, man. Them lights is a motherfucker, and it's about performing when you called on to perform.
Yeah, like lights or no lights, you got to deliver, like you said.
Facts.
So, switching subjects a little bit. The merch, man. Y'all niggas. The merch is crazy.
This camera run. This where we at right here.
You know what I mean? That shit's crazy. Like, who designs the merch?
West Side Gun, man. That nigga is a madman.
Are you serious?
That nigga is a madman.
That nigga be in Photoshop and shit?
That nigga probably somewhere right now in the house with Judge Dawn shorts on, smoking a green game, designing some shit right now. You know, this nigga just bought a Lamborghini today. What was that? He just got a Lamborghini today.
God damn.
I'm gonna say fuck this rap shit and start designing shit.
Just 2 more albums though. You gotta at least do 2 more. You know what I'm saying? You gotta 2 more and then you can say fuck the rap shit if you want to. Just for the fans, for us. You know what I'm saying?
No, man. Shout out West Side Gun, man. He a genius, man. He wear a lot of hats and for him to be a person who revered as a good businessman and as a genius and a person who know what he's doing, who got his own vision. To be his family, I'm proud of that nigga. Outside of all of this shit, like I'm proud of that nigga.
Yeah, it's dope to see that y'all can like move as a family together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing's like, I look at the Migos and shit, them niggas cousins. Them niggas cousins, brothers. It's just dope to move through the industry where you just, you're around so many strangers all the time. Like me and you just met. You know what I'm saying? We having a conversation for an hour.
Right.
Like it's dope to be around like people who know you from the dirt and people who know you like
yeah, real shit.
Government name shit and not even on some just like I know this nigga from school. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That shit's dope. But so what do you got? What do you got in the chamber next? Like what are you working on, or what's the next thing for you?
Well, I know Griselda. We got the Gangsta Grills Griselda coming out. Shout out DJ Drama.
Stop fucking
Cannon.
playing.
Oh,
Griselda.
Man. Now that shit gonna be crazy,
nah,
my nigga.
Know.
We already started recording for it. We already picked a couple tracks, so it's gonna be nuts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to that the most.
Yeah, I'm excited. I didn't know about this shit. I'm excited.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, I put that Tana Talk 3. Ever since I put that Tana Talk 3 out, labels been calling my phone. They've been trying to get with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about seeing how we gonna move from there. We gonna keep it independent, or we gonna move the other way. But whatever's the best for Griselda, it's not about the money. We're all going to get money. We're all going to eat. It's about what works better for Griselda.
Yeah, Griselda's family, so it'll be sound safe business anyway.
There you
Y'all
have
got are there any other artists in the pipeline for Griselda, or like, you know what I'm saying, like cats you looking at?
Every now and then, Wes hit me up and say he want to sign somebody. He run it past me. Every time he tell me that he run it past me, and he got a good ear, so he pick a lot of good artists. But I don't think he haven't jumped in on it like that, because that's a big commitment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, not only do you got to have the talent, you got to have the work ethic, and like I said, you got to have the personality and the attitude, because you're gonna be on a road with people. You're introducing this person into a new life, and this is not for everybody. Even if you might be able to rap your ass off, this is what I'm doing right now, but it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a different lifestyle. That shit's definitely different. Like, yeah, I can vouch for that. But yo, it was a pleasure talking to you, man.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait to see what you do next. I can't wait to hear this Gangsta Grill shit.
And yo, what I do this year, they gonna blame it on luck. They like, that nigga lucky. That nigga lucky.
Nah, whoever says that shit, I'm here to tell you it's all work. It's all work. It's all sweat.
Facts.
It's all blood. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
but yo, let them know your Instagram, social media handles and shit, where they can find you at.
Hey, yo, it's the motherfucking Butcher. You can find me on Instagram at Get Benny. You can find me on Twitter at Benny BSF. You can find me on motherfucking YouTube, Benny the Butcher. Google Benny the Butcher. I'm any motherfucking where. It's the fucking Butcher. Griselda. The Butcher coming, nigga.
Yes, sir. Book of Rhymes. We out. Peace.